We're going to the world of Coca-Cola. It's gonna be really fun. And I think if there's a gift shop, get a Coca-Cola t-shirt.
When we were in Atlanta, we got to go to the World of Coca-Cola Insider Journey. This is a special kind of VIP tour that you get to do. It costs about $50 per person as opposed to the $18 that you would pay to get into the regular museum or whatever you want to call it.
My name is Adrian. I'm going to be tour guide with you. Let me know if you have any questions.
The tour starts early before the museum is even open to the public.
It's going to be 10 people all together.
Okay.
So I'm still missing 3 more guests. We'll get started.
Awesome. Okay. It's early.
I know.
There was lots and lots of talk about the history of the drink itself and then the history of the Coca-Cola company.
Turn that silver spigot your cup at the bottom 1 ounce of that gallon ship is going to fall right into your glass.
We learned a ton of trivia and random facts while we were on the tour. Like, did you know that Coca-Cola actually never contained cocaine? It did contain 6 times the amount of caffeine that it does today. So you can imagine it definitely would have given people some kind of buzz or high when they took it.
You also look above you, where the first beverage to go to outer space in the 1985 Space Challenger. And then
Did he just say that Coca-Cola went up into space? I googled this afterwards and it turns out it's true. They sent a special can of Coca-Cola and one of Pepsi up into space in the 80s on one of the Space Shuttle Challenger missions. So we got to take pictures also with the Coca-Cola polar bear, and they give us free digital prints and 1 free 8x10 at the end of the tour. That was a nice little extra for us. It's not something I would have paid for, but I know some families would, and so you can factor that into the cost. We learned so much company history here, lots of lore, lots of merch to look at, lots and lots of memorabilia. Oh, and here's something really cool. The company is an Olympic sponsor, so they get some of the Olympic torches that have been used in the torch relay. So we got a chance to hold a bunch of different relay torches that had actually been used in the Olympics.
as you see all these monitors, security will be watching at every move while we are inside this exhibit. So the main thing is no funny business inside. Alright, let's go ahead.
A highlight for the kids was when we got to visit the Coca-Cola vault, where they hold this secret recipe to Coca-Cola. There is a lot of lore and myth around this secret recipe. Who knows where it is, what it is, etc. Is it really in the vault? I don't know. They say that it is. But again, I thought this exhibit was cool because there was so much information about the history of the Coca-Cola company, and it all comes down to that recipe for Coca-Cola. It's also just a beautiful exhibit. It's visually very, very cool, so it was really fun to walk through.
This is as close as we're ever going to get to the secret formula. Now,
We also got to take a tour of a mini bottling factory. This is right in the museum itself. And it used to be a real bottling factory where at the end of the exhibit you would get a Coca-Cola that had been bottled in that little area. Unfortunately, for some reason they stopped doing that, and now it's just a mock-up with some brown liquid that goes through and gets recycled, etc. Where there's also an interactive exhibit where you get to sniff a bunch of stuff and try to figure out what it is. It doesn't sound very fun, but actually it was a lot of fun and very interesting. The kids really loved this one, but what they really loved was the final room where we got to taste Coca-Cola products from around the world.
there'll be more beverages for you all to try, and we also have our freestyle machines for you guys to try, and then we have little fun gifts to give you guys before we send you guys on your way. So we're gonna head to the taste room now, and
This part was so cool. They give you a cup, and there are some dispensers with a lot of different random flavors that you've never heard of, and you just get to try whatever you want. Just be warned that some of the stuff you taste is going to be interesting. Maybe not delicious.
The one from Costa Rica? What does it smell like?
So I have a guest who came in. We were just talking about Beverly, the drink, and what were you going to say about it?
It's actually from Italy.
And what did you think of it?
It's terrible.
Yeah. And do you remember what you liked the most?
I got one for Korea.
Joy, I know,
Joy,
that was
Joy.
super good. It was like very sweet and fruity, and it tasted like fruit punch or whatever, but it was delicious.
But what do you like so far?
And apparently Joy is one of the best-selling drinks of all time for Coca-Cola. Maybe we double check that, but I do remember Adrian talking about how it was super, super popular.
Yeah, but it is pretty good.
I thought it was really, really good. So there was another section where we got to try a few more random flavors. Do you remember there was one that was super, super weird that we got to try?
So people describe it tastes like barbecue sauce.
You remember the one that came from China?
Oh, so it was this barbecue drink. So it was like, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, that one was definitely weird.
It's not actually like that bad, but it's like. Joy from North or South Korea?
South Korea. So at the end of the tour, we also got to get a little bag of merch, which everyone always loves. It was a pin, and we got a photo, and we got this very nice bottle, actually. Surprisingly, it has like this little seal on it, so it keeps the carbonation in the soda. Oh, thanks, Bix. This is the bottle that we got. It was, it's a nice bottle, actually. It has this cool, there's something in there still. So yeah, it has a seal, so it keeps the carbonation.
You are welcome to fill up this bottle with that Coca-Cola product as well, too.
I'm gonna fill the bottle with Coke.
Okay, this is like the only day that you can do that.
Any questions from before I say
Anyway, for $50, you also get a $3 bottle that you may or may not have wanted. So I don't know if it's worth anything to you.
Actually, it's kind of cute. It has Coca-Cola little bottles on the side.
Yeah.
And also what Mom was saying, it has the pressure thing.
Yeah, it's pressurized. Yeah.
Also, it has a
Carabiner?
carabiner. I'm not sure if that carabiner is that carabiner-ish, but
Yeah. It's, it's nice, whatever, for what it is. And so then at the end of the tour, you have to exit through the gift shop, but they do give you, it was either a 15 or 20% discount card for anything. It was 20% for anything you want to buy on that day. For people who are going to come and they're only coming, once in a lifetime, and they're going to buy a bunch of stuff, this is actually really valuable. And again, when you think about the fact that this tour costs $32 more than the regular tour, well, between the photo that you get and the discount, maybe you're gonna make up that money. Great, sounds same with me. I got another terrific too. So overall, I thought that the tour was totally worth it. For me, I liked the fact that it was a very small crowd of people and we could ask questions, and we kind of had a feeling that the place was to ourselves and it wasn't that crowded. Especially right now, I think crowds make people a little bit uncomfortable, so it was just nice to come early, have it be quiet, and have that space. What did you think?
it was good. Very good. And I especially liked the tasting room and the sniffing room. But then, besides the ginger part.
Oh, don't give it away. So overall, would you recommend Bix this insider journey at Coca-Cola?
Yes.
And you liked it?
Yes.
All right, thumbs up for that one. Thank you, guys. This is Terrific 2 and Terrific Mama saying goodbye. Oh, wait, one more. We got the Terrific. Come on in. Come on in.
No, Bix, just push me.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.